Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this video attempts to capture the exploits of the boys under 10 football team, their parents and coaches, who as Tipperary and Munster champions travelled to Mosney in County Meath on Saturday the 29th of August 1992. This tape starts with their departure from Templemore railway station, the parade of the counties at the opening ceremony, their first match in Mosney, the All-Ireland semi-final, where they met Sligo, the Connacht champions, on an extremely wet, windy and cold Sunday, the 30th of August 1992. A match they won rather easily in the end. This put them into the All-Ireland final, where they met St Patrick's from Cavan Town, Ulster champions, and winners of the other semi-final, where they defeated the Leinster champions, represented by Westmeath. Westmeath incidentally went on to win the bronze medal. The next item on the tape is the All-Ireland final between Tipperary and Cavan, played on Monday the 31st of August 1992, and Cavan celebrating their victory. Then on to the presentation of medals, a very moving and dignified ceremony, where our manager Tom Everett, in a very sporting manner, congratulated each of the Cavan boys in turn. The next thing you will see will be the boys arriving triumphantly on Tuesday the 1st of September 1992 at 1 o'clock in the day at Templemore railway station. Their visit to Templetoohy National School and then on to Toher. Their parade through the village that evening, where they had a big reception in the hall, where all the panel of players were introduced to a packed hall by Tom Hassett. And to finish off the tape, there are some stills that try to capture everyone that followed the team to Mosney or turned out for their homecoming. An extremely well-behaved bunch of lads, looked after by Tom Everard, Tom Maher, Hugh Coughlin, Eamon Kelly and Pierce Everard. You have done a fantastic job, something you can all look back on with pride, and I hope that in years to come you players will go on to represent your county and province just a few miles south of Mosney in Croke Park. For the record, I will name the team as they lined out on that day and the subs. Mark Kelly, Mark Russell, Maurice O'Sullivan, captain, Damien Bergen, Martin Costigan, David Kennedy, John Hassett, John Sweeney and Richard Fogarty, Jerry Maher, Hugh Coughlin, Jimmy Burke, William Delahunty, Kevin Fogarty, Edward Kelly, and the subs were John Butler, Dennis Maher, Tommy Phelan, Richard Ryan and Edward Everard. Kevin.
Ricky! Raymond, there, Raymond! Go in there beside John Boy. Look, this tape, boys, John Boy. Raymond, stand over there beside John Boy. Get out of here, Richard. Go straight down, boss! Lads, look this way. That way. Raymond, get out! Are you going to Raymond? Raymond's in it. Raymond's in it. Look! Look here! Lads! Get out! Take the wind! Let's go that way. Did it? Yes! We never heard it! Hey! That's a dude again. Look at me! Come on! Here! Come on! Okay! Yeah, we go one time. Yeah. We're famous, man! Hey, get this guy. Matt, women. Don't push me again. Oh, what is all another bit?
Come up here. Just see that together. No. No.
Wait, let Mark see you, Mark.
It's in there now. One person, yeah.
One Marky boy. Which one will you look at?
No, I'm up here.
I'd rather look at that one.
Thanks very much.
It's working. It's out.
Let's look. See you more. Thank you.
Tipperary there. See you next year, Mark. Tipperary, yeah, there's a... Tipperary community there.
This is the first competition you're in. You're representing Tipperary. We want you to take it serious. Okay? Now we're under a bit of restraint here because of this ban, so we'll have to make the best of it. Now there's 5 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't worry about anyone else in front of you. Make sure from now on your arm's length between everybody. Okay? Arm's length. Darren, don't leave that for you. Look, will you?
This is Radio Mosney calling. So we'd like to remind all our guests.
Come on, move in yourselves, come on. Move in, lads, to each other, come on.
For Christ's sake, walk into your mind.
Now have a look at yourself, did you?
How can anybody get out through that? You're just forming a ton. Look, be interested in it. You're representing your town. You're not to be You're representing your town. You're from Tipperary. You're proud of it. You should be.
Now make the tunnel correctly. Right, well just put your hands up, who's going to see it? I want to see the flags up.
The lads with the flag, even hold one up in your hand.
Try and straighten up the tunnel yourselves. You're able to see yourselves.
Even the 2 lads at the front with the 2 flags like that.
Okay. On the next one. Well done, lads. Keep in line. Keep up behind you. Make sure that person behind you is ahead of you. Make sure you need the gap.
Casey Bros voicing now.
Just go in between the 2 of them.
Oh, do you mean? What are you doing with that? Yeah, that's it.
No.
Oh, was yours something when you go home?
Bound led by Inspector John King. Tribute and acknowledgement to participants and others throughout the afternoon, but at this initial stage I'm sure that it doesn't, would not go amiss to recognise the ceremonial officer, a founder member of the community games way back with Joe Connolly, and I say Chairman of Clare County Council, Sean Ryan TD from County Dublin of course, Ethna Fitzgerald, Chairperson of Dublin County Council, Deputy Jim Mitchell, who is deputising for the Lord Mayor of Dublin, Mr. Michael Lynch, Chairman of Meath County Council, Mr. Padraig Griffin, President of Board of the Blue Class Éireann, BLE, the Irish Athletics body. Pat Brannigan from Armagh District Council. John Byrne of Wicklow County Council. The parade of our competitors. We will be introducing the counties individually as they pass us by, and once again to remind the counties, I'm sure they don't need to be reminded, that there will be the announcement of the recipient of the 1992 Radio 2 or 2FM award for the best paraded county. We would like to extend a special welcome from Belfast, our group of still performers, the Magic Faces. Good to have you with us. I hope you enjoy your weekend. And County Roscommon. Obviously involved in the team of Waterford Community Games, and of course their mayor proudly looking on, ladies and gentlemen, keeping an eye on this. Next to the Midlands, from the Longford, County Longford. County Longford have always had a reputation for being one of the best organised counties in community games. We'll see how they get on this weekend. They didn't have too far to come, but it's always a pleasure to welcome the Royal County, County Meath. I might add that our announcement about the parade award, this year there's a slight change. I note performing in front of the review platform an advanced party of our next county, Cumberland Foreman, County Wexford. County Wexford known as the sunny southeast, and I'm reluctant to ask that you should have might say in the weather forecast the sunny west, the city of the tribes, the county of Galway. Galway, of course, which has contributed a great deal to community games at national level. The review stand. Here they come. The representatives of County Tipperary. For those of you on the review stand that can't see, on the left-hand side, behind the main banner, they have an arch of triumph, which the young athletes are running through, depicting the various sports in which Tipperary are involved this weekend. Hurling, of course, the predominant one. Football. And there they are, in their glory. The honor. From Tetford Toohey in County Tipperary. Well done. And I'm sure these young people, as they're looking at the review stand, will be scanning the faces for a well-known Tipperary hurler, Tony Wall, who's with us here. I'm sure he's bursting with pride watching the successors of the game in Tipperary. And we wish you a very enjoyable weekend. Come to Timberdorn. Owens, who showed his creativity and inventiveness there with that particular little opening tableau. Who had been? County Leitrim. And also, for the first time, I think that they're representing Connacht in the choir competition this year. It's not often that a team event can Leitrim makes it this far, so showing. The Community Games flag will now be brought to the flagpole where it will be hoisted. At the opening of yet another festival. It's one part of the opening ceremony that is complemented by the lighting of the torch, symbolizing the commencement of competition. The flag will now fly proudly for the next 2 weekends here in Mosney. He will now make his way around the arena, passing the athletes on my left-hand side. In a few seconds, Darren will raise high the torch, the ball, onto the ball of light. Lifts it down, and away we go. Boys and girls, officials, and the singers.
Everyone is fairly cold looking on this Sunday morning, and this is a semi-final between Tipperary and Sligo.
They were within the whole lot yesterday.
Take the time, Richie.
Come on, Tim!
2 minutes past.
Come on, John.
Come on, John! Come on, boys! Come on!
Red ball. Stand there, take him down, lads. Come on. Come on, lads, get into it again. Come on, Ricky, go for it! Come on, Ricky! Come on! Get out! Back up, back up! Whoa! Take your time!
Martin, all right?
Yeah, just
Half time.
Hi, Ginger. Nice ball, 3 toes to Orange. Right, lads, you played absolutely great. You're by far the best team out there, by far the best team. But the best team doesn't always win, because you can leave it slip. You have to go out there and play every bit as good as you did in the first half if you want to win, because Sligo have to go to the second half and they're going to go at you, like you've never seen that before. They're going to go really at you, they're prepared for that. And the forwards, lads, you can't go back to the people in those, you play the rings, you can't go for it. You're on one way to the even though you score a lot more goals. And the backs, you have to win the big times, but let the ball do the work, okay, the backs. Let the ball do the work for the winner.
Up the ball, try the ball, back to us. Everyone here playing front.
And then you're in an all-Ireland final. He's never been an all-Ireland final like in front of
The ball is forward, but it's the whole, there is the whole. They're ready. 2 goals to 1 point. 2 goals to a point, yes. Red ball, Huey. Do it! All right, then you go again. Come on! Mark up there, turn Stay with him, come on lads. Take it off him. Maher, great ball there, Jerry Maher. He's charging ref, come on. Oh, ref, come on. Come on, Richard, get down on the ball. Well done, Richard, come on. Great stuff now, Richard. Let it go, Richard, well done. Great pass there. Come on now, Huey, get up the field. Oh, Huey straight into the opposition. Come on now, Morris, make it your ball. Come on now, Morris. Well done, Morris. Now, Jerry, got that ball. Let it go. Well done, Jerry. Come on now, Edward. Get down on Edward Kelly there. Come on now, Edward. Best ball, Edward Kelly. Now, John Sweeney. John Sweeney on the ball. Well done, John. On the solo, up the field. Range to Kevin. Kevin has the ball. Off. I'm afraid there's a breakdown up there, Martin. Go on, Jerry Maher. Hard look, Jerry Maher just drove one wide there.
Did the sub come on there yet?
It looks like a sub in yet.
Way back. People down here can't see the match. Come on. The people behind can't see the match. Come on. Lay back here.
Come on, Jerry Maher there. Well done, Jerry Maher. Up the field, Jerry. Up there to Richard Ryan, who's a replacement. Who's after coming on there as a substitute for Jerry Maher, who was injured. Or Jimmy Buck, who was injured, should I say.
Go on, David.
Come on now, David, stay with him. Let it go, it'll be yours. Come on now, Mark Costigan. Come on, David. Come on now, Ricky. 5 minutes left in this game. Come on now, lads. Keep it up there. Let's go, let's go. There you go, man. Well done, Morris. Come on now, Jerry. Look at you. Well done, Jerry. Kevin Fogarty has the ball. Kevin is on the solo run. He must score. He passes the ball into John Sweeney. Come on, John. John Sweeney on the ball now. He's fouled. And it's a free in for Temple Chewy. John Sweeney takes the shot and puts it over the bar. Well done, John.
That's the silver medal, I'm afraid, at least. Go ahead.
Black him down. Black out. Come
on now, David Kennedy. Sligo's starting to put on some pressure here, and they've got a free now. Sligo badly need to score here. The score at the moment is 3 goals and a point to 1 point.
Come on, let's go. Fancy stuff back there.
Come on now, Morris, let that ball out. Come on, Morris. Well done, John. John Sweeney in the middle of the field. Straight up the wing. Oh. Come on, Jerry, there on the ball now. Come on, Jerry, keep it going. Come on now. Almost 18 minutes gone now. It looks like Temple Chewy are through to the All-Ireland final, but we'll have to wait a few more moments. Come on now, Edward Kelly. Richard, grab that ball, Richard. Come on, Richard. Come on. Well done, John Haskett. Straight. Oh, he passed straight to the opposition there. Sligo on the attack.
Very good.
Sullivan there breaking up that attack. Put the ball up the wing to which is picked up there by Mark. Come on, Edward! Stay with him, Edward! Stay with him, Edward! Richard forward, quick. He's on a solo run. Well done, he kicks the ball up the field, straight back into a Sligo man. Who clears it way down the field. Grab there now by Mark. Oh, he's up. And it's a line ball to Sligo. Ball goes on there by David Kennedy. Mark Russell on the ball now. He falls over the ball. Sligo man trying to pick up the ball off the ground. He has it. He's trying to break through there. It's a free for Sligo. Oh, well, it looked like this game is all sewn up. Right, lads, pass the ball. Well done there, Mark. Come on, Mark, Costigan. David, straight up the middle of the field. There's a big race off with his ball. Come on, Kevin Fogarty racing for the ball. Kevin Fogarty has the ball and he swings right up the wing. Richie Ryan coming onto the ball. Come on, Richard Ryan. Richard Ryan has the ball and he's moving with the ball. Yes, he sees Kevin. Oh, he kicks the ball through. John Sweeney has the ball. Johnny Miller has the ball and he's kicked it straight into the keeper, which is cleared out again. John Sweeney on the ball now. Come on, John. Huey Coughlin on the ball. Huey has the ball in his hand. He's trying to kick it forward. Yes, he gets it kicking all right. The ball comes down to David Kennedy. David on the ball. David is a big man. David won't let that ball pass for no one today. Yes, Richard Ryan on the ball. Well done, Richard. 7-year-old Richard Ryan. Come on, Richard. It's a free out though.
He's played very well.
He is. He's played very well since he came on there. Richard Ryan, a star in the making for the future. Come on, lads. Come on, Jerry Maher, the last minute. Come on, Russell, lad. Come on, come on, Mark. Come on, he can't hold on to it, Mark. RF, come on. The free up. The Sligo chap held on to the ball too long there. Take your time, Mark. Take your time. Mark Russell takes the free in. Up goes John Spinney. Comes down without it. Yes, he's fighting for it again there. Ball cleared out. Come on, Mark, get into it, Mark! Richard Fogarty on the ball. Richard, come on, Richard, goes through with the ball. He's trying to break through. The free in for Timbertui and Richard Fogarty is going to take it when he gets the title. Come on, Kevin, I hope he score here. Kevin gets in the ball. He's still trying to get up that ball down there. The ball, Johnny Maher has the ball. Yes, and it's all the bar. There's another great point scored by Johnny Maher.
It is indeed.
Let me hardly hold up this umbrella here.
Let's remember. What's the final score, Richie?
Because Martin, I think it was 3-2 to 2 points.
Or 3-2 to 1 point?
I'm not dead sure on it, but the most I got was 2-1. I guess it's Scorpion on 1 second.
A bit more movement, Jerry. Well done. Go ahead.
Yes, the crowd have left the pitch now, and the final score is 3-2 to 1 point in favour of Timbertui. And they're now going to the final tomorrow to play. playing down that way. Keep playing down that way.
For Temple 55 there for Temple Towey. Edward's trying to round his man, he rounds his man. David Kennedy on the ball. David picks the ball off the ground and it's a free to Cavan. Quickly taken there by Cavan, straight up the field. Man throws the ball there and it's a free to Temple Towey. Martin Costigan to take the free. Martin lets it down. John Sweeney has the ball. He fouls the ball and it's a free up. Free to Cavan. Ball drops in the square, caught by Richard Fogarty. Richard Fogarty kicks the ball straight down the wing. Racing onto the ball now is Edward Kelly. Edward has the ball, he turns, yes. Edward kicks the ball straight across the field. John Sweeney trying to get the ball up there. Richard Fogarty, the ball comes to Richard Fogarty. Tries to round his man, he kicks the ball down the side, down the wing. The ball has gone over the touch line, it's a touch for Cavan Town. Here we have a Timber Tui boy injured here. John Sweeney seems to be injured there. Yes, I think he's all right now, all right. Richard Fogarty catches the ball at the half-back line. He's fouled and it's a free down. Free taken straight across the field. Right into John Sweeney has the ball and he kicks the ball straight down the field. Edward Kelly runs it down to the ball. Jimmy Burke hits the ball. He kicks the ball. The ball is caught by the keeper, a great catch by the keeper and cleared right out the wing. Straight across the in line and it's a 45. Hello. Hi. Come on now, Jerry, straight into him, Jerry. Come on now, Ricky. Well done, Ricky, straight across the field. The ball is heading for the sideline and it's a line ball for Temple Towey. Ball quickly taken there with John Hassett, who sends it down. Jerry Marr hustling for the ball. So Kevin Trapp has the ball and kicks it straight up the field. Morris is racing for the ball. Morris kicks the ball and it puts it out over the sideline.
Morris, get back! Line ball was taken down, was broken up by David Kennedy. Edward Kelly on the ball now. Edward is blocked down. There's a tussle for that ball over there. Edward Kelly's back in it again. Picked up by and blocked down again by Jerry Maher. Side up that wing again. Morris Sullivan grabs the ball. Morris has the ball. Morris is fouled there and it's a free to Temple Towey. Morris Sullivan catches the ball there again. He's fouled again and he's taken the free. The wind is so strong there, it's taking over that wing the whole time.
Oh, well done there. Jerry Maher passes the ball to John Sweeney. The ball is blocked down and it's a Temple 2 line. Ball is picked up there by the Cavan Town ball. He's been hustled over there at the sideline. Ball goes out and it's a line ball for Temple 2. There again, Jerry Maher is ball straight into William Delahunty has the ball. That's the first score of the game. William Delahunty scores the first point after 7 or 8 minutes they're gone. He was scored by Jimmy Burke and not Jerry Maher. The ball is back in play here in the middle of the field. Come on, Rick, over the ball! Over the ball, Ricky! Ricky has the ball here right in front of me. Ricky, he's going. He kicks the ball straight down into the half-forward line. There's an awful crowd down there for the ball. They're all mad to get that ball here today. They're fighting over it and everything over there. There's a lot of kicking going on. Richard Fogarty has the ball again. He lofts it straight down. Edward Kelly has the ball. The ball picked up by Jerry Maher, who kicks the ball. Yes, the ball heading in. Catch cut by the goalkeeper and it clears out the wing here. Come on now, Martin Costigan. Martin Costigan has the ball. He drops it straight back into the forward line again. The ball is broke down there by the Cavan Town player. Morris Sullivan has the ball. Oh, Morris Sullivan, this is over his head. And the number 4. Oh, he hits the upright there with that ball. He had an open goal at his mercy there and he hit and it's gone wide. John Sweeney has the ball now. John leaves it behind him. Come on again there. Jimmy Burke has the ball. John Sweeney now picks up the ball. John has the ball. Clears it straight across the far side of the field where Edward Kelly's waiting under it. The ball is caught by a Cavan Town player. Sorry, we'll have to could you leave us. Sorry. Kind of upsetting him. Richard Fogarty's soloing down the field with the ball. He's pushed and he gets his kick in now. The ball is broken up there by the Cavan Town player. Comes straight across the middle of the field where David Kennedy's waiting for it. But number 14 has the ball. David Kennedy breaks down, takes the ball off him. Jerry Maher on the ball now. Cavan Town in the attack. It's a free into Cavan Town. Ball is into the square, straight over the bar, and it's a point for Cavan Town. After behind the piece, with Temple 2 on the attack again. Kevin Fogarty has the ball. Kevin sells a dummy. He passes the ball. Oh, he's blocked down there. He went to pass the ball across there to Jerry Maher. Now Hugh Coughlin after the ball. Hugh kicks down the field. Jerry Maher has the ball at the moment there. He's been surrounded by 4 or 5 Cavan Town players, and he gets his free in. Jerry Maher is going to take this free kick. Jerry kicks the ball in straight into the square. The ball is picked up again by a Cavan Town player and kicks it straight out to no one else. Only Richard Fogarty has the ball. Go on, Richard Fogarty is playing soccer with the ball at the moment. He rises the ball, he goes around his man, he drops the ball, he picks it up again. He has his kick, it blocked down again. And the Cavan Town players are coming up the field. Kicking.
Well done, Cormac Dunn!
It's a free kick from 30 metres out for Cavan Town. It's straight into the square. The ball is caught there by Richard Fogarty in the full back line. He clears it straight out the wing. The wind should take it out over the sideline. No, it's caught by a Cavan Town player. He gets his kick in onto another Cavan Town player who drops the ball on the 21. Morris Sullivan catches on the 21 and clears it straight out to the middle of the field where Edward Kelly goes for the ball. Edward Kelly, he gets the ball forward. He's moving forward. Jerry Maher kicks the ball. It rebounds off of a Cavan Town player who picks it up and clears up the field again. The ball is set now as a line ball for Temple 2. 14 minutes gone, the score remains 1 point each. Ball is caught there by Jimmy Burke, who kicks the ball straight to the midfielder from Cavan Town. Ball is broke down there by Mark Russell. Mark Russell leaves the ball behind him. But he gets his free. The Cavan Town player picks the ball off the ground.
Come on, Mark, pick up. Gavin!
Mark Russell kicks the ball straight down, right into the hands of a Cavan Town player. Kevin Fogarty's breaking it up there. Come on, John Sweeney's after the ball now. Come on, John Sweeney. Sorry, you're going to knock him off there. You're knock him down. David Kelly has the ball. David drops the ball. Goes across to Cavan Town player. The ball has been broke up there by Mark Russell. Clears the ball out the wing. Picked up by Cavan Town player. He's on a solo run. He's moving in towards the goal. He's being surrounded. He gets his kick in though. Richard Fogarty breaks it down. He clears it straight out to the middle of the field. But John Sweeney jumps for it and he misjudges it there. The ball comes straight back into the full back line again. Broken up by Morris Sullivan. Away Morris. Ah! Morris Sullivan is fouled there and it's a free out to Templetui. The ball is caught there by Jimmy Burke. Jimmy Burke is blocked down there. Now it's John Hassett after the ball. John gets his kick in and clears it straight down the wing. Edward Kelly after the ball now. Edward Kelly dummies his man and dummies him twice. Sends the ball back to Jimmy Burke. Jerry Marriage. Kevin Fogarty on the ball over there. Kevin is trying to get around his man. The ball is blocked down. It's a 45 for Templetui. And Dave Kennedy has the ball. David King kicks the ball straight down into the corner. Eddie Kelly goes over Eddie Kelly's head there and he can't reach it now. What's that? That came up the flag, did it? Ricky Fogarty clears the ball straight down to the corner flag. And it's a 45 for Templetui again. By Jerry Mark. Comes straight into Kevin Fogarty. Kevin Fogarty has his kick blocked down again in there. Full back for Cavan Town. Clears the ball straight out. Cut by Richard Fogarty who shot blocked down again. Cavan Town player picks the ball up off the ground. Mark Russell on the ball over there now. Mark has been hustled there, but now he gets his kick in just the same. John Hassett gets a kick across the field. Picked up by Cavan Town player. They're still fighting for that ball there. David Kennedy misjudges the ball there. Damien Bergen on the ball now. Damien Bergen gets his kick straight down. Jerry Maher fighting for that ball there. Cavan Town player has the ball blocked down again. Hugh Coughlin on the ball at the moment. Hugh Coughlin trying to round his man. He kicks the ball straight to a Cavan Town player again. The Cavan Town player hits the ball straight up the field. The ball is being caught there at the moment by Morris O'Sullivan, who clears the ball straight back down to him again. John Sweeney on the ball now. John after the ball, kicks the ball. The ball is being picked up by number 4 there for Cavan Town. Who gets in his shot. David Kennedy kicks the ball in desperation and it's a line. He's blocked down by David Kennedy. Come on. There's a freeze there for Templetui. David Kennedy was pushed off the ball there. David going to take this free himself. Kicks the ball down onto the 21-yard line. John Sweeney catches the ball. He rounds 3 players there. Kicks the ball into the full forward line. Yes. Hugh Coughlin gets it and he scores a point. It should have been a goal, but he got a point nevertheless. Second point there. After 17 minutes, we've scored our second point. The score now is 2 points to 1 after 17 minutes. Should have been a goal there, Pierce.
Yeah, should have had it. You're out here.
Oh, it was harder to put it over the bar now than put it into the net.
I know.
Now it's Cavan Town on the attack again. Cavan Town has the player. Come on, lads, take it. Mark Costigan has the ball at the moment. Mark is pulled down there and it's a free to Templetui. Mark! Kevin Fogarty flicks on the ball. What a pass. William Delaunty on the ball. He's been surrounded there. He gets the kick, an overhead kick. Kick it straight down. Jerry Beher on the ball at the moment. He gets his kick in nevertheless. Hugh Coughlin on the ball at the moment. Hugh rounds his man. He gets his kick in again. Number 4 there for Cavan Town. He kicks the ball, he gets his clearance out again. And the ball is 25 yards out at the moment. Richard Fogarty on the ball. He drops it, he fixes it up again. He still is fighting for the ball. He has the ball in his hand. Hand pass back to John Hassett, which went astray, and the ball is still up the field. The ball passes Mark Russell there. Morris O'Sullivan has the ball. Then Mark has it again now. Mark clears the ball down. And straight down, the ball is broke down there. Jerry Maher and Jimmy Burke fighting for that ball there. Kevin Fogarty trying to break the block, pulls down his man and gives a free there to Cavan Town. Kevin is arguing there with the referee's decision, but I don't think he'll make any use of that because the referee's decision is final. John Hassett after the ball, which is going out over the sideline at the moment. It's a line ball to Cavan Town. Points to 1 in favour of Templetui.
Hip ball. Hip ball.
Around and we give him a bit of room to get around.
That's just for 1 minute, okay? You're playing a very good game. You're playing the best game you ever played. You're winning by a point, okay? You'll have to play every bit as good in the second half. Every bit as good in the second half, the 15 of you. Now, some of you are not getting the ball first. You have to get the ball first. No matter how good they are, if you don't give them the ball, they're no good, right? You're by far the best team. For God's sake now, lads, don't let the best team be beaten. You're the best team. The best team. First to the ball every time. Forwards get loose for the passes and kick them over the bar for sport. You're all well able to do it. Go out there, lads, and win this game for the
Is Richie going in?
He is, yeah, Richie's going in for Jimmy. Jimmy's there.
Is he going in the wing?
No, but for the corner.
Yeah,
I'll put Edward out in the
you're back in the wing now.
out the wing.
Oh, you're right there. Sit up. Second half restarts exactly at 11:30. The ball, John Sweeney on the attack straight away. John kicks the ball. Kevin forward, he grabs a great ball on the 21 there. He's trying to break two where he's fouled and it's a free. Kevin gets his free. And Kevin kicks the ball straight over the bar and Timbuktu is go into a 2-point lead. Score now is 3 points. The ball is kicked out to the middle of the field. Ricky Fogarty picks up the ball. He kicks it straight back into him. Kevin has the ball again. Kevin drops the ball. Kevin has the ball again. He kicks it straight into William Delahunty. William Delahunty turns. He's blocked down. He's blocked down again. Delahunty trying to get over two players there. The ball is knocked out of Cavan Town's player hands by Richie Ryan, and it's a free again. The Cavan Town player picks the ball off the ground. Jerry Marr take the free. Jerry Marr goes for goal. He goes for goal, misses it. And John Sweeney picks the ball on the replay there, and he scores a great point. 4 points to 1 now. 1 minute and 1 minute gone in the second half.
Don't beat me too.
Kevin scored the one before that. And it's Cavan Town on the attack now. They're playing the hand pass ball. They kick the ball straight into the 21. There's nobody in there. The ball is deflected. The ball is deflected. Kicked by Mark Kelly and rebounds and it's wide ball. There's a good ball he kicked out after a man there now. Pierce! And the referee calls back. Before he kicks the ball out the wing here. Not Russell after the ball now. The ball goes out over the line and he was pushed actually to square and can happen here. Morris Sullivan has the ball. He drops the ball. He has the ball again. He's been hushed and pushed there. Damien Bergen trying to kick out the ball. Damien has the ball now. Damien has been hustled there. The ball is caught there by Mark Russell. Mark Russell hands the ball on the ground and it's a free in. A free from Damien. With the wind behind his back, he could put this over now. The ball is caught in there by Mark Kelly. Mark Kelly clears the ball out the wing, the far side of the field, which is blocked down again. David Kindy is tripped there. But John Sweeney is fighting hard for that ball back there on his own back line. He's on a solo and he's fouled. He's fouled there by the Cavan Town player who's getting a warning now. Kick. John kicks the ball. David Kindy up to David Kindy. David Kindy drops the ball. David he's not having one of his better games at the moment, but I'm sure he'll come into it before this game is over. The ball is picked up at the ground there from the number 13 for Cavan Town, who's
Back in, David!
Yes. I'm afraid so. Dave's not playing very well at all today, and we're expecting Dave to do great things, but he might come into the second quarter of this second half. Cavan Town now on the attack again. Number 10 is trying to get around his players over there. His hand passes the ball out to number 11, who kicks the ball straight into the square. It's a dangerous ball. Richard Fogarty has that ball. He's not going to drop that ball for no one. He kicks the ball out this side of the field. The ball is out to the 35 metre line, who's a kick straight back in. The man waiting in the square, and it's a goal for Cavan Town. Cavan Town scores a goal. And the sides are level now. Sides are level now. 5 minutes gone in the second half. David Kennedy's man he's been fouled there. He still has the ball. He's getting the advantage. He kicks the ball in there. Ricky Fogarty's playing back. He's great kick out there, back into the middle of the field. There's no one here to take it though. The ball is there's fierce pressure now on the Temple 2 backs. Number 15 has the ball, and it's another free for Cavan Town. Quickly taken by number 15, and he puts the ball wide.
Oh, come on, ref!
Jerry Maher gets a free. He's going to take it a step. Jerry pumps the ball back in, caught by a Cavan Town player. Richie Ryan gets his foot in there, breaks up the play there. Yes, and it's John Sweeney has the ball. John is fouled in there, and it's a free in. John should have taken his point, but John was going to go for goal, I'd say there, but he was fouled in any case, and it's a free there for John Sweeney. John Sweeney puts the ball straight over the bar, and Timber Tui go back into the lead again after 6 minutes of play in the second half.
Come on now, lads, come on!
Martin Costigan on the ball. Actually, Damien Bergen is after at the moment. It's broken up there by Cavan Town number 11 there. He's going straight there. He's fouled and it's a free. It's free. Cavan Town had the ball. He can't get through there, and he's fouled again, and it's a free in. That's another point for Cavan Town, and the sides are level again. It's 11. John Hassett has the ball. The ball is knocked away from John Hassett. Come on, Jerry Maher after David Kennedy's after the ball a moment. Get down on it, Dave. Dave has the ball. Dave kicks the ball. Grab it, Jerry. Grab it, Jerry. Ah, lads, you grab the ball. Come on. Ball is picked up off the ground. Jerry takes this free. And Jerry does vengeance in that shot. Jerry got a shot knocked there, but he hit that ball with vengeance. His number 11 for Cavan Town has the ball. Richard Foley breaks down the ball in the middle of the field. He surrounds his man and gets a kick in. A great kick in there. This ball here is broke down by Cavan Town again. Mark Russell here trying to break down the Cavan Town attack. David Kennedy at the ball at the moment. David coming into this game now, slowly but surely. Mark Russell gets his hand to it, and it's a line ball for Cavan Town. Richard kicks the ball straight down to John Hassett, drops the ball. It's picked up by number 12 for Cavan Town, who's blocked down. Mark Costigan has the ball at the moment. Mark clears the ball up to the middle of the field. The ball is going to hop over Richie Ryan's head, caught by Cavan Town player, who gets his kick in. The lads, number 11 for Cavan Town at the ball at the moment. He's been housed on the bus. He gets his kick in though, nevertheless. The ball drops into the full forward. The full forward for Cavan Town. He hits the ball straight across the square, and it's gone wide. With Kevin Fogarty has the ball. Kevin hops the ball. He kicks the ball in. They're all after the ball in here. Broke up by the Cavan Town player, and is a free kick out. The free kick is quickly taken to the midfielder, number 9, who kicks the ball down 30 yards out. The ball goes over Maurice Sullivan's head. The goal at his mercy here, and it's a goal for Cavan Town. Ball is back in play again. We need a goal here badly. Come on. Free here for Cavan Town. Cavan Town seem to have the upper hand at the moment. Richard Foley breaks down the attack there right in the middle of the field. He's on his solo run. Yes, he gets his kick in. A great kick up in the air there. The ball hops in front of Jerry Maher has the ball now. Jerry's not going to let that ball go. He hand passed that ball to John Sweeney. John Sweeney drops the ball there. He loses that ball, and he should have got that ball in. The ball is kicked down into forward line. Look at that. number 15 for Cavan has the ball. He kicks the ball. Damien Bergen on the ball a minute. Damien kicks the ball out. Jerry Maher kicks the ball. The block down again. Go again. Go. Richie Ryan has the ball. Take it quick. Up to John Sweeney. John Sweeney under this ball. John Sweeney has the ball and he has to go. He's going for goal because he leave it too long. He loses the ball there again, and the ball is kicked out the wing by Cavan Town. Richard Fogarty under this ball. He won't let it pass him. He doesn't. He doesn't hold it either. He has the ball in front of him now. He's kicking that ball. He still has the. Cavan Town player has the ball at the moment, and he's fouled by Richard Fogarty, and it's a free kick out. Mark Russell has the ball now. Mark Russell catches the ball and drives it straight back into the square. This could go anywhere. Kevin Fogarty trying to break down the attack there. Russell breaks down the ball here in the middle of the field and he kicks it straight back up the field. Richie Ryan has the ball at the moment. Richie's on his solo run. Oh, I think he's knocked off the ball there by the big Cavan Town player who kicked it straight out the wing. Hey! Jesus, Pierce shouted at someone to pick him up. Mark Russell! So Jim, the number 12 was going inside him there. There's no one there. Come on, Richard Fogarty has the ball. Richard kicks the ball straight across the field here. Hugh Coughlin has the ball. Let that ball go, Hugh. Come on. Hugh is fouled. Hugh takes it to free himself. Lobs it straight in. The ball hops into the forward line. Kevin Fogarty after the ball over there now with number 2, the fullback. He's on a solo run, a soccer run. And it's a free, and his jersey was pulled as he was going through there. And he goes for a goal. The ball is caught by the midfielder for Cavan Town, and it's caught for Richard Fogarty from Timbaltooey, and he drives the ball, and it's wide. It's a free for Cavan Town. Cavan Town on the attack again with 6 minutes to go, and a little bit of injury time as well. Yes, he kicks the ball in. Mark Kelly under the ball now. Mark Kelly drops the ball, but he picks it up again and clears out the wing. Great save there by Mark. The ball is broke down there by the Cavan Town number 10, who passes number 8, which is cut out there by John Sweeney. John Sweeney has the ball at the moment. John is breaking through and he's fouled. He gets an awful belt in the side there. I'd say there'll be a caution here for one of the Cavan Town players. Yes, he's going into the book all right. That was an awful dirty belt from the number 9 from Cavan Town to John Sweeney. Richard Fogarty on the ball at the moment. Dave Kinley's in his way. Richard gets the ball nevertheless. Dave is still in his way. Richard is blocked down there. Boy, no, Hugh doesn't get that ball. He has it now though. He was still fighting for it. David Kendi picks the ball up. Come on, David Kendi has the ball now. If David gets a kick in, it'll go into the square. John Sweeney catches the ball on the 21-yard line. John is being hustled. John can't play. John gets the ball in. He's caught by the Cavan Town keeper, who gets the clearance out the wing. Out to number 10 for Cavan Town, who tries to get he's trying to solo around everybody there. He's still solo and he kicks the ball down the wing. It's broke up by Edward Kelly. Edward Kelly on the ball now and Richard Fogarty. Richard Fogarty picks the ball up off the ground and he's on a solo on himself. He's tripped and it's a free to Timbaltooey again. Picked up by number 11 for Cavan Town, who clears the ball down the field. Mark Russell going for the break the ball. He doesn't break him up. So he overruns the ball and it's a free for Timbaltooey. Yes, there's a bit of descent over there. Timbaltooey gets another 10 yards. Richard Fogarty now is going to take this free himself. He kicks the ball. Short pass again to Richie Ryan. Richie Ryan has the ball. A free there, but Mark Russell pushes his man there and it's another free. Look at this quick take and free again. Mark Costigan breaks down that free and kicks the ball up the field. Oh, Hugh Coughlin, pick up. Let it go, Hughie, let it go. Hughie kicks that ball. Lads, will you get out to the ball? We kicked Mark Costigan on the ball now, kicks it up the field. It's blocked down to number 6 for Cavan Town. Damien Bergen blocks the ball down and he drops it. Number 13 for Cavan Town on the ball at the moment. And it's number 10 for Cavan Town. Passes out along the wing. They're after, but it's going to be a line ball for Timbaltooey. Number 11 from Cavan Town. Edward Kelly on the ball at the moment. Edward kicks the ball up the field. Kevin Fody, he has a hand to it, he flicks it on a bit. Kevin is pushed straight off the ball, and it must be a free. It must be a free there. Yes, he kicked it straight across the 21-yard line. It broke up there by Cavan Town. But David Kindy now. David Kindy kicks up to Richard Fogarty, has the ball. Richard is trying to break through. He drops the ball, but he's pushed again, and it's a free. We need a goal here badly. Richard takes the free kick and he drops it right into the square. And the ball is caught there by the fullback. And the fullback kicks the ball. And his ball kicked over the bar. And there's a pint there for Timbaltooey. I've kicked out now again. Edward Kelly scored that last pint. A pint that was badly needed. If we could get a goal now, I'd say this game would be all over. But we need a goal badly. We're 2 pints down and only a few minutes to go. But it's Cavan Town on the attack. Cavan Town kicks the ball straight down the wing. The ball goes out over the sideline. It's a line ball. Richard Fogarty is going to take this sideline ball. He kicks the ball up the field. David Kinney goes up for the ball, misses it. It's caught again by Cavan Town. John Sweeney has the ball. John Sweeney is breaking through. Come on, John Sweeney on a solo run. He hand pass out to Hughie Coughlin. Really big Hughie Coughlin after the ball. Hughie gets down on the ball. Yes, he gets the ball up. He's trying to break through. He's pulled down and it's a free for Hugh Coughlin. Move in, lads. Hugh Coughlin takes it free himself. He kicks it straight into the square. There's 3 or 4 lads waiting for that ball. John Sweeney has the ball. He hops the ball. He kicks the ball. The ball is cleared out by Richie Ryan. Richie Ryan gets down over the ball. He's been and the Cavan goalkeeper picks the ball and he kicks it straight out to his own number 10. His own number 10 kicks the ball, clears the ball way out the middle of the field, out in the wing, and it's going to be a line ball for Timbaltooey. I'm afraid. Cavan Town on the attack. Mark Russell now has the ball. He kicks it straight up the field. Straight to a Cavan Town player again. This won't do at all. If you're going to play like this, we're going to lose this game. Only a few minutes left. The number 10 for Cavan Town has the ball. He's trying to go around his man. He does, and he takes a great clearance in. But Richard Fogarty's back there on the full back line. What he's done back there, I don't know. He's on a solo. He kicks the ball right up to the middle of the field.
Kick it up the field now. Kick it up the field.
The ball goes out over the in-line, or over the sideline, and it's a line ball for Timbaltooey. The game is over, and I'm afraid Cavan Town are the winners by 2 pints. What a brave effort by our lads from Timbaltooey. They're just getting to get that goal that they wanted. Here. There's a little bit of luck left them on the day.
That's one there, well.
Thank you!
Don't jump into it now, come on. John, don't jump into it.
Up tip.
Every time.
Stop, lad.
Tip.
Stop. That's you.
When you bend down, Joe, or something.
Sing up there.
Fuck you too, man.
The National General Secretary of Community Games, Mr. Joseph Connolly. Would you please welcome silver medals in the boys' daily football from Moyne Parish, County Tipperary.
Champions of Munster, and from what I hear, put up a tremendous display in the All-Ireland final. For a small parish, it's a tremendous achievement. But they did it. And the reason they did it was, number one, they had very good people over. You don't get anywhere in sport nowadays unless you have dedicated people that can spend their time training. And they certainly had that. But it's not much fun having good people over you if you don't do what you're told. And they have done that all through the whole summer. And you can watch them going off on the train, 7 more in the morning. talent is there now. All it has to be looked after. I know it will be looked after. And a few years' time, we'll see them coming with county final medals here as well. And I wish them all the best.
Our manager hasn't arrived home yet, so why he's have elected me here. I don't know why I'm bored, like, but we'd just like to thank the teachers for letting us in here today. It was a great weekend. It was enjoyed by all, and I have to agree with Matthew. They were the best bunch of lads I ever looked after. So we got great praise in Mosney, the Tipperary team, for well behaved and well supported. So it was a mark and I'll look at that. But, they were a great bunch of lads, and we'd like to thank the teachers for their work, and lads Piers, Tom Everett, Hugh Cochran, down here in the corner. There's a lot of people, parents, grandparents, everybody, and the rest of the children. I would also like to thank Martin Gavin. He's after following us through thick and thin the whole way of the year. He's here again today. We'd like everybody to come out and enjoy themselves for a couple of hours. So I leave with that. Thanks very much.
Yeah, Johnny, good medals are doing fine.
She thinks they want to hear it. Yeah. In other words, it's not. Right. And Damien, how are you at all? Well, John, your head was hanging out. Oh, that is lovely. Really lovely. You were all great. Wonderful. Now, we did it proud. Isn't it? Hello, Connie, how are you? Smiling? That's great. You had a great time. Enjoy yourself. You're all now. Hello. No. That's right, yeah.
That can be heard too. Well, you noticed. Well, you noticed.
Hurry up here. And you need to know. And then oh, John has to remote. Congratulations to the organisers. They had the biggest job. I suppose the boys were able to do what was to be done then. They saw in front of them, but the organisers had to arrange it a long way ahead. And so you were winners all the way. And we're very proud of you. And I'm sure you enjoyed it. It will be an occasion you won't forget for a good while, especially your trip to Mosney. You'll always remember 1992. You'll know where Mosney is. And sure, you'll go on to bigger things. You'll be the ones we'll be looking forward to, won't we?
That's right.
Yes.
All the underage teams.
Oh, yes.
They went down to Torrance.
Yeah, it was a great achievement altogether. I'm sure you're very tired. Should take a quiet unwind.
Maybe Ricky might do a dance there.
Oh, you should have home your girlfriend! No, Raymond, don't show that. Oh, yeah.
I'd like to thank Mr. Berry and Mr. Foley for letting us into the premises. Apart from that, they had a great weekend, I can assure you that. We were beaten by 2 pints, but it went the other way just the same, and they were a great bunch of lads. We enjoyed them. That's all I say. Thanks a lot. There's a reception this evening in the village, and you're all welcome at 7 o'clock. Big party. Everyone is waiting. Come on the bar.
It's all one big team then. It goes to that.
Oh, you go in the middle if you want to have. Stand up there, lad.
I know I'm brilliant. I'm going to do it. Down here. Down here. Down here. Down here. Show me your thing. Stay. They're right out there.
Where did you meet him now, Ireland?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Three smiles, smile. Good girl, come on, smile.
Doesn't hurt.
The two redheads, come on. Look at the two redheads, come on, and the arms around you, come on. You're lovely. Aren't they?
They're indeed.
You're gone for me today, you're gone for me.
I've got a bus here.
That's right, yeah.
He's got a shoot to that man. Oh.
Is that a butcher for me?
Mary. Mary, is this your voice?
Oh.
Poor little man. The poor little man. Mind the ladder now. Well done, Morris. Well done, Mar. Well done, Mar. It's true. Well done, Damien. Well done, Martin. Well done, David. On this way, John, is fine. Well done, John. Well done, Ricky. Well done, John. John Sweet. Well done, Jerry. Well done, Louis. Well done, Jimmy. Well done, Edward. Well done, Kev. Find out the way in the lead. Well done, William. Well done, Rick. Here behind. Well done, Tommy. Well done, Dennis. And do not leave. Do not leave. Well done, Eddie. Not yourself. Hey! Give it back to
All right.
No, you can't.
Ballyori Ferrer gwyd i wsle, agus tyfodr oedd gyda an Chempel 2 hig yn ot an y coed mor sio. Agus ffordd sbesialte our under 10 football team. And I would like to, it is indeed, first of all, a great honour and pleasure for me here this evening to act as MC on this wonderful, marvellous and great occasion. And what a tremendous occasion it is indeed. And I, on your behalf, would like to take the opportunity to congratulate and compliment and welcome home our under-10 footballers here this evening after achieving such a marvellous success. They have done their school, their parish, their county and their province of Munster they have served them with both pride and dignity. And we are gathered here tonight to try and give them a sincere, really what they deserve, a good welcome home. But before I introduce the players, which will, for those of you that did not see them participating in mosney, we will give you an opportunity here tonight to, as we introduce them one by one. And I do hope that you will show your appreciation by giving them a sincere round of applause as they come here on stage. Before I do that, I would like to take the opportunity to introduce our dignitaries here tonight, and I would ask you please, we will clap them completely, collectively when I'm finished. So I will start with our parish priest, Father Michael Marr. Then we have Matty Ryan, Principal Timbaltoohey National School. Willie Butler, Chairman of the Mine Timbaltoohey Juvenile GAA Club. Jerry Lyons, Chairman of the Tipperary Community Games. And behind Jerry Lyons we have Sean Fogarty, Mid-Tipperary GAA Chairman, and Johnny Everett, Chairman of the Mine Timbaltoohey GAA Adult Club. So would you give them all please a sincere welcome. So ladies and gentlemen, I would first of all like to start by introducing our first player on stage here this evening. He is a boy that has shown tremendous dedication, and the reason why he has been made captain of the team was because he had never missed a training session, and that surely speaks for itself. He led with leadership on the field of play, and I think he proved that at the weekend. Will you welcome please number 3, full back and captain of the team, Morris O'Sullivan. We move on to the full-back, we move on to number 1, our goalkeeper, a man that I can safely say without any fear of contradiction whatsoever, you could count on one hand the number of goals that he conceded in this marvellous championship. Will you welcome please the blondie-haired Mark Kelly. Congratulations, Mark. And we move on to the full-back line, right full-back and wearing number 2. A man, again, may I say, like Morris O'Sullivan, led with leadership on the field of play, was always urging his full-back line, was always there to pick up the loose ball. Will you welcome, please, Mark Russell. We move on to the left full-back position, and believe you me, this man gave us a terrible fright during the week because he had a very, very severe accident, fell off a bicycle and had his arm in a plaster of Paris 3 days before the match. But that was not going to deter him from playing in this championship. Will you welcome, please, number 4, Damien Berrigan. Well done, Damien. We move on to the half-back line, and right half-back and wearing number 5. A man, shall we say, from the lower end of the parish, from Tower. A man, again, that led with great pride and dignity. A man that was always urging his teammates into it and was always willing to go forward with the hope of getting a score. Number 5, please welcome Martin Costigan. man Martin. And we move on to the pivot of defence, a very, very important role. And this man certainly led by example in this particular field of play, because he gave great commitment, never let the ball come down the field, was always able to command the position as every centre-back should do. The tallest man on the team and the only red-headed man on the team, will you welcome please David Kennedy. Good man, David. The next individual I'm going to introduce to you is a kind of a mixed pedigree. He's kind of half leash and half Tipperary. But I'm delighted to say that he has settled down here in Timbaltooey and he's made it his home. Will you welcome please number 7, John Hassett. Well done, John. We move on to centre field. And I suppose if one were to find a better pairing of the middle of the field, they could not get one better than this that came from the parish of mine, Timbaltooey. May I take, first of all, the individual wearing number 8, a man that performed with tremendous skill, tremendous ability. Will you welcome, please, John Sweeney. Good man, John. And his partner, wearing number 9. And I suppose what can one say about this great individual? Particularly at the weekend. He was back in his goal line clearing balls, on the half-back line, centre field, and he even went up to the full forward to try and score. A tremendous player, a tremendous motivator, a man I think to be heard of in the future. Will you welcome, please, Richard Fogarty. Well done, Richard. And we move on to the half-forward line. And this man couldn't but be good, because his father came from a traditional hurling place, the village of Errol in the county of Laois. A man, again, that played a tremendous part. A man that was always willing to go forward, to throw the ball around, to look for scores. Will you welcome, please, number 10, Jerry Marr. Good man, Jerry. And again, a very important part in the field of play, number 11, centre forward. And ideally, this man was really suited for this position. Again, like the other players, right through the championship campaign, he gave tremendous commitment. Tremendous commitment. Was always willing to bring his forwards into the play, distributing the ball. Will you welcome, please, number 11, Hugh Coughlin. Well done, Hughie. And we move on to the left half-forward position, number 12. A man, again, a boy that gave tremendous commitment. And even though he got injured at the weekend, he was still willing to come on to participate, to try and pull the game out of the fire. And one has to admire him for that. He travelled all over the field of play, hoping to get scored, and unfortunately, he was unfortunate at one particular instance at the weekend that he didn't. Will you welcome, please, number 12, Jimmy Burke. And I suppose again, like the midfield, if you were to look for a good full forward line, they definitely had it in this team. The smallest full forward line I have seen, shall I say, in the community game since it first started here out in Tipperary. But to say there were good goods in small parcels, and they were certainly in this full forward line. Number 13, a man again that got his name on the score sheet on several occasions right throughout the entire campaign. Will you welcome, please, number 13, William Delahunty. Well done, William. And we move on to the full forward. A little bit of a rogue, a little bit of a character, a man that's trying to draw the referee's attention, and how he gets away with it, I don't know. But again, a man, I suppose, that if he had to get perhaps enough of the ball, he would have won many, many a game. Will you welcome, please, Kevin Fogarty. First 15. Again, a character the very same as his father, walked like his father, played like his father, and a man, again, that showed tremendous fire, tremendous skill, tremendous ability. Will you welcome, please, number 15, Edward Kelly. Well done, Edward. Now we move on, and in my estimation, to the most important part of the team. The people that really makes the team, the backup service, called the substitutes. Those chaps were brilliant. When they were called on to come in at any particular time, they came in and gave 100% of their effort. And I think one has to admire them for that. They were a tremendous bunch of substitutes, and they really kept the first 15 players on their toes all the time. Would you welcome, please, our first substitute, Richie Ryan. And our next substitute, another little bit of a character and a tremendous little footballer, and will be good, I'm sure, in years and years to come. Will you welcome, please, John Butler. Well done, John. Our next substitute on the game, again, a man that gave tremendous effort in training and was trying at all stages to get on the team. He gave 100% commitment in training, and when he did come on the field of play, always gave it his best. Will you welcome, please, Tommy Phelan. Our next substitute is a man, something like his father as well, a shy type kind of an individual, but again, like the rest of the players, gave 100% commitment in the preparation of this team for this championship. And I think one has to admire him. He tried his best, like all the other substitutes, to make the first 15, and unfortunately, as you are aware, only 15 people can play on a team. But when he did come in, again, gave it his fullest commitment. Will you welcome, please, Dennis Marr. Well done, Dennis. Last, but by no means least, another small man, but a very dedicated individual, very dedicated player, and a great bit of stuff, I'm sure, in years to come. Will you welcome the one and only Eddie Everard. Munster champions. And I'm sure I speak for you all here tonight when I say the best team in the land. Let's hear it for the boys in the blue and gold. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and they definitely deserve all of that. Behind every good team, there is always a good backroom team, and there was no exception in this particular case. The amount of time, effort, and dedication that the backroom team put into this outfit was absolutely immeasurable, and I think they have to be congratulated. And I'm sure again, I say on your behalf tonight, I sincerely thank them, and I would ask you, like the team, to show your appreciation for each and every one of them as they appear on stage here tonight. The first man I'm going to call on, I suppose, is the man, if he will kill me, I suppose, for saying this. Yesterday, I believe, was his birthday, but he still didn't tell us what age he was. Will you welcome, please, the head coach, Tom Everard. Well done, Tom. The next individual I'm going to introduce to you was a man that always appeared to be nervous on the day. He always wanted to make sure his documentation was right, that he had his first aid kit, and that every player was fully togged out with the right socks, with the right togs and the socks up above pulled up. Will you welcome, please, Tom Marr. Well done, Tom. And I suppose the next individual, you could consider him as the daddy of the team, really, in one sense, because any time that a player got injured, any time a player got a belt of a ball, or was crying in some way or other, this individual was always the first man in to console him, and it's amazing the way the players took to him. Will you welcome, please, Pierce Everard. Well done, Pierce. And the next man, of course, was a tremendous athlete and a tremendous player in his day. A man that always was urging the team into it, up and down the sideline, and he'd often let an odd roar here and there, but I think that was just to keep the team on their toes. Will you welcome, please, the only blonde-haired member of the Mentors outfit, Eamon Kelly. Well done, Eamon. And again, last but by no means least, and this man really gave tremendous effort, tremendous dedication to the preparation of this team. And I suppose if I was to criticise him in one way, I would have to say, jokingly of course here tonight, he was always getting on to the referee, to the linesmen and to the umpires, but it was always in the heart of the team that he was involved with. Will you welcome, please, Hughie Coughlin. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like our team, let's hear it for the mentors of the community games from Timothy. Before I call on our dignitaries to say a few brief words to you, and they have assured me that there will be a few brief words that I will say, there are a few people on this occasion that I would like to take an opportunity to thank on behalf of everybody here. And first of all, when these competitions started way back, months ago here in the county of Tipperary, people must congratulate and must compliment all the mothers of those people involved, because they took their cars all over the land while the fathers were working in the field or working in the bog, whichever the case may be. They have to be admired, and I think they deserve a round of applause here tonight. I would also like to thank the people here today at such very short notice that got the village ready with the magnificent buntings. That I'm not going to mention any names in case I would leave out anybody. They were all absolutely tremendous. The people who supplied the lorry, the people who drove the lorry, the people who organised the hall here tonight, the lights, the balloons, the buntings absolutely were magnificent. And also to the ladies who organised the tea here, beautiful cup of tea which we'll have afterwards. I think also they all deserve a big round of applause. I would indeed like to take the opportunity also to thank all those parents and the boys and girls and members of the players' family who travelled all over the country in great support of their team, and who travelled to Mosney at the weekend. Certainly your support was very much appreciated, and I think you deserve a good round of applause for yourselves. I would indeed like to thank the hall committee here in Templetoe for putting the hall at the disposal here tonight, and at such very short notice. I believe they had to take another meeting out of it, so my thanks to them. Thank you very much. And last but by no means least, I suppose a man that has followed the team, the width and breadth of Tipperary, Munster and indeed Leinster, no other here than Martin Gavin, a man that has videoed all the matches, and I'm sure the video will be worth seeing of the finals, which was excellently commentated by Richie Ford here. I think the two of them deserve a big round of applause also. Finally, before I introduce our first speaker, I have been asked to thank, on behalf of the community games of mine, Templetoe, to thank the following personnel and also the Tipperary mentors who gave tremendous help, tremendous support to the community games football team in Mosney. Evie Ryan, John Long and Eamon Owens, would you give them a sincere thank you, a round of applause. He has followed them down to the Munster Championships in Thomond College in Limerick. And unfortunately, he could not come to Mosney because his own club were playing in the mid-championship final, and I believe they lost by 2 points. Will you welcome, please, Mr. Matty Ryan.
Chairman, Reverend Palmer, and friends. A couple of very worrying thoughts struck me as I was driving down to Templetoe tonight. In a couple of weeks' time, the inter-schools football championship will begin. And this year, I'll be dealing with players that are not alone county champions, but Munster champions and All-Ireland finalists. And I'm afraid, maybe before they start, they'll demand a signing-on fee. Or maybe they'll be looking for appearance money and bonus money for winning. However, the next problem might be, who will we get to train them? I know nothing about football. Maybe we'll have to send for Mick O'Dwyer or Paddy Cullen or someone like that. Or maybe Father Maher might solve the problem by getting the Department of Education to sanction maybe 5 extra teachers for Toher and Temple Tuohy. And we could take on the 5 new coaches if we give them to do. However, to be serious, I would like to congratulate the team on a wonderful achievement. They have done their parish proud. I'd also like to congratulate the coaches in charge and also the people of Temple Tuohy, because this, I think community games is a good name, because this was an achievement on behalf of all the community, players, coaches, parents, grandparents, business people, everyone. And I'd like to congratulate you all. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Matty. Our next dignitary I would like to address you is a man that gave tremendous time, tremendous commitment both on and off the field of play. But I would say particularly off the field of play, because he is tremendously dedicated to the youth of the parish of Mine Temple Tuohy. And I suppose he initially started out with this particular team, and then seeing, I suppose, he was so much involved in the rest of the grades, he decided to leave it in more capable hands. Will you welcome, please, the chairman of the Mine Temple Tuohy Juvenile GAA Club, Mr. Willie Butler.
Chairman and friends, just very briefly on behalf of the local juvenile club, I too want to congratulate the boys on their wonderful achievement. I think I was there at the very start when I saw the young lads taken to the game for the first time, and then Tom and his helpers came along, and it was wonderful to see the way the skills developed and the way the interest grew as time went on. And I was kind of involved with the rest of the teams then, and I wasn't always able to make the games, but I saw them on video or whatever. And I was always stunned, for want of a better word, at the level of dedication and commitment shown by these boys here. Being involved with so many other teams in the parish, I don't think any of the other teams that I'm involved with show the same level of dedication and commitment that these young boys have shown all throughout this competition. And I think there'll be an inspiration for us in the years to come. So I just, again, therefore, wish to congratulate the boys, and especially to congratulate all the men, Tom and his helpers, who have been involved with them. I think I probably have as good an understanding as anybody else here of the hours and the work that they have put into it, and they deserve all our thanks. And finally, I'd just like to say thanks very much to the parents for the way they rose to the occasion and supported their children, drove them and looked after them while the competition was in progress. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Willie. Our next speaker I would like to introduce to you is a man that really looked after the team when they went up to Mosney. A man that was with them side by side everywhere they went, and he made sure that they had everything they wanted. Will you welcome, please, and give a big welcome to the chairman of the Tipperary Community Games, Mr. Jerry Lyons.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On behalf of Tipperary Community Games, I would like to congratulate you, the people of the local community, on the marvellous team of footballers that you sent up to Mosney to represent the county. And I must admit that on the first occasion when I saw them playing, it was in the county final inside in Thurles against my neighbouring parish, Kilnall. I became a fan straight away. And for a while I thought it was because of all the blondie heads on the team. But I must admit, having watched them again in Mosney, that was part of it. But the real reason was because it was the skill that they showed, the dedication, the obvious enjoyment that I got out of it, and the pride that I got out of representing their area, their parish. And from what I've seen here tonight, it's quite obvious where the pride comes from. And you've every right to be proud of them. In relation to your managers, I only got to know them over the weekend, and I can say that they were terrific and marvellous help to the county. and they were accusing me up there of getting their names wrong, so I'll mention them just to prove I got it right. The two Toms, Eamon, Hugh, and Piers. And in relation to the birthday boy, by the way, his age, he's really guarding it. He's keeping it a secret. Because above in Mosney, when he was presented with the cake, I made an effort to count the candles, and there was no way that he would let me near the candles. So maybe he'll mark the occasion tonight by revealing this secret of his age. But quite seriously, it was a joy to see your team playing. There was the pride of the Tipperary camp. Everybody, gymnasts, badminton players, judoists, swimmers, the lot. They were all out there supporting them. They were all out there, they were proud of them. So it was great to be part of it. So congratulations again, and I'm delighted to be here tonight.
To be a very, very capable manager indeed. Our next speaker, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you, and we have just a few speakers left, so please bear with us for the next 10 minutes or thereabouts, please. Mr. Johnny Everett, Chairman of the Mine Timbertooly Senior GAA Club.
Palomar, children, ladies and gentlemen, as chairman of the local GA club, it is my honour and my privilege to welcome you all here for tonight and ask why we are here. We're simply here because of the magnificence of our under-10 football team. A team which I said to them on last Thursday evening when they were having their final preparation over the field, were not only an honour to themselves, their parents, their county, but their province, and have proved that by their magnificent deeds during 1992. Their victory in Mosney is something which will always remain with them, and not only with them, but with everybody in the parish here. It was absolutely magnificent, and needless to say, that they are the very first team to have brought silver to the parish. That in itself is an exceptional honour. Other than that, all I have to do is concur with the other speakers in congratulating everybody concerned. In particular, I would like to mention and welcome here Mr. Jerry Lyons, Chairman of the Tipperary Community Games Committee. Jerry and myself worked for a few years together, and we have to know each other exceptionally well. I also wish to compliment and thank the mentors of the team. They certainly produced them in the peak of fitness, and I understand it was a bit of a misfortune that they didn't go the last lap, but however, they have brought exceptional honour to themselves and to their parish, and I just wish to concur with the other speakers in thanking them most sincerely for the great honour that they have bestowed upon themselves and all of us here in Timbertooly. I would like also to thank the parents, and incidentally, while the players were being introduced there, it reminded me of so many years ago when we had not on our magnificent success, but exceptional success. And going through my mind there were the parents of some of the present children were also famous players during the 1960s. And I have no doubt that the boys here who have brought such honour will continue to do so, and it is my fervent wish that they will do so, and I wish them the very, very best of luck in the future. Thank you very much.
Your GA board, I would like to sincerely congratulate the team on the honour they have brought to County Tipperary. When they set out at the beginning of the year, I'm sure they themselves thought that if we could win a Tipperary championship, we would be doing great. They have surpassed their own wildest ambitions. I would like to thank their mentors. They couldn't have selected 5 more capable people to take charge of this team. I was in Mosney over the weekend, and they certainly had everything under control. I would in particular like to thank the people who welcomed this team home to the parish. It means so much to know that you don't go and play a game and it's all forgotten the day after. This is the encouragement the youngsters need, to know that they have a special place in your hearts after their input. I would like to appeal to everyone here tonight for this to be the beginning of a new era in juvenile games here in Templetovey and in mine. Something like this happened back in 1961 when we won 3 county finals out of 4. And it was that achievement that finally led to the winning of the county senior final in 1971. And I would ask everyone here tonight to put any small little differences you might have behind you and let this pad for the new team, the new Mine Templetovey team, maybe a county final in the year 2000 or maybe even before it. Thank you very much.
We just have 2 speakers left. And I hope that you will, again, like the previous speakers, that you will give those 2 speakers that's coming on your fullest appreciation, please. I would like at this stage to welcome back the captain of the under-10 football team, Maurice O'Sullivan.
On behalf of the team, I want to thank Tom Everett, Tom Matter, Pierce, and Hugh Cochran. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hughie. Our final speaker of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure he's going to speak on behalf of everybody, the team, the mentors, and the whole lot. The man that refused to give us his age. Will you welcome back, please, Tom Everard.
Thanks very much, Tom. Reverend Father, ladies and gentlemen, and supporters in general. I just want to conclude by, adding my list of thanks to a lot of people who have made this year tremendous years as regards we were concerned. When we talk about community games, this was really a community effort. Everybody put their backs into it and everybody got involved, and that's the way it should be. In particular, I want to thank a number of people. I want to thank, first of all the sponsors that contributed funds in order to get the programme off the ground, the sponsors and supporters at the various fundraising activities that we had. I also want to thank the parents of this under-10 football team. They're an absolute credit to you. It was no difficulty whatsoever. Once they were told to do a thing, they done it straight away, and I think both the parents and the teachers deserve a round of applause for bringing up their children in such an exemplary fashion. A lot of people have put several hours of hard work into preparation, into the homecoming victory preparations. And I want to thank those people who decorated the hall, who decorated the village. I want to thank Seamus Butler for providing the lorry and driving the Ballyduff lorry. I want to thank the Ladies Commission who provided the sandwiches. I certainly want to thank Martin Gavin, as he has already been thanked, for providing tremendous coverage, and it's going to give us all, lasting memories of what was achieved this year. And Martin has followed us through all the games, and I think he deserves a special round of applause for that. Now, I want to thank the Community Games personnel up in Mosney, both the county team led by Jerry Lyons, who've done a tremendous job. Also MB Ryan, Eamon Owens, and a couple of other people. They were 100% square behind us at all times. On a local level then, I want to thank Tom Maher, Eamon Kelly and Pierce Everard. They were on duty 24 hours a day for 3 days. They minded those children the very same as if they were their own kids, and they've done a tremendous job in doing that. So thanks very much indeed for that. And finally, just in relation to this question of age, I just want to make a comment that I'm not eligible for the under 10s next year. I certainly want to thank our very capable MC, Tom Haskell, as well.
Thanks very much, Tom. Just to conclude and to finish, we're going to be played out here tonight by Thurles Silver Reed Band. But before I introduce them to you, I've been asked to announce that a cup of tea, sandwiches, whatever is going is available for everybody here tonight. And I would ask, please, I've also been asked to announce that the children move back to the rear of the hall, and I would ask the adults, please, to move the chairs into both sides so that the tables can come up the middle of the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, just before we close, a final massive big round of applause to our mentors and to our team here tonight.
the shadows do be falling on the old man there and me. 'Tis hard to keep from calling, common children, to your tea. I can almost hear them coming, Mary Kate and little Con. Oh, but I'm the foolish woman, sure they're all grown up and gone, that their sins may be forgiven and not one go astray. Sure, I doubt I'd stay in heaven if them children was away. If them children was away.
full back and captain of the team, Morris O'Sullivan. Mark Kelly. Will you welcome, please, Mark Russell. For Damien Berrigan. Welcome, Martin Costigan. The only red-headed man on the team. Will you welcome, please, David Kennedy. He's kind of half leash and half Tipperary. Hassett, John Hassett. Will you welcome, please, John Sweeney. Will you welcome, please, Richard Fogarty. Please, number 10, Jerry Marr. Number 11, Hugh Coughlin. Number 12, Jimmy Burke. William Delahunty. Many a game. Will you welcome, please, Kevin Fogarty. Will you welcome, please, number 15, Edward Kelly. Substitute Richie Ryan. In years to come, will you welcome, please, John Butler. Tommy Phelan. Dennis Marr. One and only Eddie Everard. The head coach, Tom Everard. Tom Marr. Pierce Everard. Eamon Kelly. The welcome, please, Hughie Coughlin. And I'm sure I speak for you all here tonight when I say the best team in the land. Let's hear it for the boys in the blue and gold.
This lovely Tipperary Crystal Bowl was presented to Margaret and myself by Tom Everard on behalf of the Community Games Committee. I assure you it will be treasured like this beautiful inscribed mirror presented by Seamus O'Sullivan on behalf of the parents of the under-10 on Saturday night, the 8th of September 1992, at a lovely get-together that took me completely by surprise. As I said on that night, it left me stuck for words. But the boys and their exploits and the lovely gesture of the Community Games Committee and of the parents of the boys under 10 will always be remembered with fondness. Thank you all, from Margaret and myself. In conclusion, I hope this tape will bring back happy memories of 1992 for the under-10s and the over-10s. And as I said at the start of this tape, I hope someday to see those boys represent their province and county just a few miles south of Mosney. Thank you.